Good morning. Very painful morning we've got going on here. It's fucking cold. Set my alarm, and I'm getting out of bed 24 minutes after the alarm. I snoozed it twice. And just like with every thing that's going on in my life, I tell myself I'm gonna do something, and I don't do it. Oh, here we go. We're getting out. Oh, yeah. There we go. I'm out of bed. We're going to use the bidet. Let's use the bidet again. First thing in the morning. Trigger warning. Sounds of fucking shit are about to start flying out if we're lucky. I feel a shit coming. But you never know these days. I'm gonna let's put this hoodie on. I just remembered my dreams. And put this hoodie on it, and I'll tell you guys about my dream. Alright, so I had a dream about I was looking at old pictures of myself from when I was like 16. Holy shit, it's still dark out here. Hey Ben, I see you. I see your shadow. Real quick. Maybe I'll turn the heater on. Let's turn this fucking heater on. Yeah, it's 63 degrees in this fucking house. That's in California. We call that freezing. So yeah, I had a dream. I was looking at old pictures of myself when I was like 16 or something like that, and I could see the thinning of my hair that I didn't notice. For those of you who don't know, who aren't a casual or usual listener of the podcast, a new thing that's kind of been going on the past year is I think I'm losing my hair. Actually, it has not been going on recently. I remember talking about going bald on the second or third episode of Suicide Logs. It's on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. I'm wearing an NSYNC shirt. And, I had much more hair back then. And I was I was just complaining about my hairline being kind of crooked and talking about how, it's whatever, it's just hair. And here I am losing more hair and trying my best to just be like, oh yeah, it's just hair, but if I really did have that mentality, I would probably not be having dreams about looking at my old self and trying to find the male pattern baldness going on. But yeah, that is something that I do, not in my dream life, but also in my real personal life. I'll look at old pictures of when I was like in high school or just like right out of high school or whatever and try to see if like, did I look balding back then, And I don't know. I have to be honest and real with myself, right? Like, I'm not making shit up. I'm not looking at myself in the mirror and just thinking like, oh, how like, well, I don't know how exactly it is with other people who don't have like black hair. My hair is like black. I guess, it could be dark brown. Some people would argue there's no such thing as black hair, whatever. I have really dark brown hair. And when I was in school, the fluorescent lights would shine and it would make my hair look like silver or something like that. It would just glare. And I remember being in middle school and people would be like, oh my God, are you getting gray hairs? And I'd have to like move my head at the angle to show that it was just a light. And every person I showed, they were like, oh, it is just a light. But I remember being young and kind of being like, am I getting gray hairs? But now it's like, I'm pretty sure. I'm like, oh, am I balding? you know? I am touching my hair a lot. I am talking about it a lot. I feel like maybe if I just ignore it, it'll, grow back, maybe. Because sometimes people are stressed out. Some people do cause... Sorry, fucking alarm went off and stopped the recording. What was I saying? I don't want to just be some in denial guy that's like, oh yeah, it'll grow back. I'm just stressed. and I'm not. I'm just going bald. But there's maybe like a 10%, 20% chance I'm making up these percentages. But I feel like there's a slight chance that, oh, maybe I'm stressed. Maybe there's a stressor in my life. And if I calm down, my hair will come back. But I don't think that's the case. I think it's, my dad's bald. My grandpa from my mom's side, they say that's what you're supposed to go by. He was not bald, but when I look back at old pictures of him, he might as well have been. He had a comb over. That's what I remember from a lot of people in my family. They had a thinning hair. So I've kind of told myself, I don't want to rock a comb over. I want to just fully embrace being bald. I want to monk it. I don't want to be playing these games here. I don't want to be combing my hair to the side or whatever and playing these games to just trick people or trick myself into, oh, I have hair. But I took some New Year's Day pictures with some family and stuff, and like looking at my hair in photos, like, look, it looks like I have hair. It's just under certain lighting, like under the sun, I guess, which is the most important. It doesn't look as bad. Anyways, whatever. So that was my dream. Trying to think if I remember anything else. That's all I remember. I think I went off too much on a tangent about hair. Okay, we're gonna use the bidet. Just took a shit, and I tried to talk through the whole thing and not pause and just take a shit. Oh, casually just bideting here. Nothing wrong. Oh, man, I never even really knew exactly what a bidet was. Or, like, I knew what it was, but I didn't know what it looked like. And, I remember seeing bidets in, like, certain bathrooms that I go to or whatever. And it didn't make sense to me. And, I didn't know what it was. And now that I got a bidet and I saw the remote control and everything on the side of the toilet, I was like, oh, that's what it is. It's so subtle. I got dude wipes, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. I got dude wipes for Christmas from my girl. And it was a hilarious way how she did it. She like put one in a stocking. And I remember feeling the stocking and being like, oh, yeah, this is for sure dude wipes. Because this is what all I did was ask for dude wipes. Dude, am I getting a hemorrhoid? Hold on. I'm wiping my ass and it feels a little... What's going on here? I don't know. So, I gotta turn this light on first so I can see what's going on. Alright. Good? I think we're good. That was a good dump. That was a good dump, if I do say so myself. Hey, buddy. My friend Benny. Yeah, the last 2 podcasts ago somebody was complaining about me taking a shit and then talking about my friend who passed away. Sometimes I don't listen back to these podcasts to see what's going on, but I take his word for it. I guess while I was, yeah, it was the episode while I was wrapping gifts. I think it was like 2 episodes ago. I was wrapping gifts, and I go, yeah, my friend passed away, but I don't really want to talk about it. You know, I want to give him his my individual attention. And then like 20 minutes later, I'm on the toilet taking a shit talking about him. So, whoops. I'm just full of shit, literally. All right. Day 11 of my knee hurting, and I will say that it hurts the most in the mornings. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I just need like a proper warm-up or something like that, but it just hurts, man. It just hurts. But now that I'm like up and walking around, it feels better. It definitely feels not 100%. So like I said, it's been 11 days since I fell and busted my ass, so it hasn't even been fully 2 weeks. So I'm hoping within the next 3 days we see some kind of improvement. Because that'll make it 2 weeks since my incident, and I think I'll give it until, I don't know, 3rd week. If I'm not better by the 3rd week, maybe I'll have to call the old hospital or something like that. I don't know. I was getting a little paranoid. Oh, maybe I have like a MCL or a meniscus tear or one of those things. And I always kind of took pride that I had nothing wrong with my knees. I could do quick pivots and stuff like that, you know. The pivots, the articulation on my knees are pretty good. The way how it works, and I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure how it works, like joints that have like this limited movement, you know, they just kind of go one way up and down, like knees or elbows. Like, those are your strong joints. They're very strong, but they can only go, like, you know, the ways that they're supposed to go. Stuff like your shoulders, which is a very complicated joint. Your fingers, I guess. Your wrists, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, they can, you know, you could move them in many different ways, but they're not as strong. I don't know if I said that correctly. Okay, let's just keep it basic. So like squatting, you know, like if you're gonna want to do the most weight of anything, it's usually like deadlifting or squatting, right? Leg shit. But you know, like 99% of people could squat or deadlift way more than they can bench press. And it's just like the muscles are smaller and the joints, just like how it works. Like when you fuck up a shoulder, bruh, you kind of fucked up for life. And everybody's got something going on. Same with the back too, I guess. Sometimes I feel like some people who have back problems, they just don't properly stretch. Like there's a lot of things you got to do to take care of your shit, you know? It always kind of fucking boggles me when there's some people who are like super into cars. Oh, this is a 392 V8 original 78. Suck it. You know, we only put premium oil in this bitch or something like that. But then like they're fat as shit. That's a fat person's voice that I just said right there. And like, how do you care about your car so much, but your check engine light for your body is on, you know? What the fuck is this? Oh. Oh, yeah. That's somewhere else. All right. Okay, it is 7:09. Not too bad. So I'm gonna make myself some oatmeal and like 2 slices of bacon. We got bacon from Costco, and so I'm sitting on like at least 300 pieces of bacon here. We get them in bulk. Fucking ridiculous. So if anybody wants a slab of bacon, I'll probably give it to you. Ask me for a slab of bacon and I'll probably give it to you. First come, first serve. I'm not mailing it to you. I gotta bring it to you. I'm not mailing no fucking bacon through the mail, dude. It's probably gonna go bad by the time it gets. I don't know how it fucking works. Slap a perishable label on that, you know? Deliver it to you 20 minutes earlier than they would have had. I don't fucking know. By the way, guys, this is me, no coffee. I think I'm doing all right with my words without the coffee. Did I have any coffee yesterday? I did have coffee yesterday. We're going to make some oatmeal. First things first is the coffee. We're going to do the coffee first and then the oatmeal. And then some bacon. Filling up the water in my Keurig. So we're talking about my knee. Yeah, I was pretty bummed about, like, my knee hurting. It could be worse. I always kind of took pride and was just, like, happy that I never really had anything, like, fucked up with me, you know? Except for, like, my back. It's more of, like, my back is just sensitive, I believe. But then I think that's just me thinking that, like, you know, I could fuck it up, you know, if I'm just being careful. That's all it is. But like an injury, yeah, because I don't think I've ever really like fallen and hurt my back. You know what I mean? I've mentioned this before on the podcast too, because I think I was doing the podcast when this happened. So of course I would have mentioned it. Actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I show the receipts or not. Who really gives a shit? But I'll say it again. I did hurt my back, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't an injury. It wasn't an injury, but it wasn't an accident. I didn't fall or anything. All that happened was I fucking, maybe we'll make the oatmeal first. So that way I don't get, like, leftover coffee residue. Yeah, it's probably a good idea, actually. I'll probably make the oatmeal first. Or just fucking... These dishes just keep piling up, man. They just keep coming and coming. Fucking ridiculous. But yeah, sneezed and threw out my back, and I just remember a UFC fighter talking shit about that. Max Holloway was talking shit to DC Daniel Cormier about, like, do you guys hear him? You hear this old man talking about sneezing and throwing out his... Who does that? And I'm over here like, bro, I'm 24 years old. This just happened to me. Or 25, whatever age I was when that shit fucking happened, man. Okay, some oatmeal. We're burning daylight here. We've only got 2 packs of oatmeal left. So we gotta be smart about this. Gotta get more oatmeal. I be fucking around with my girl. Sometimes she'll serve me oatmeal and I'll like look at it and be like, where's the dinosaur eggs? She'll be like, it's for children. Like, I don't give a fuck. Where's the dinosaur eggs? You know? Alright. Six ounces. And then we'll grab the Keurig, get that coffee ready, and let's... scissors. Oh, shit. Sorry. Too much water. Fucking shit. I wasn't looking at the oatmeal. There's too much water in it. Fuck. Sorry guys, I'm getting my life together. I think I just had like a little flash of a dream that I had last night. And I was like, but then the water started fucking up on the oatmeal and I lost it. Scissors. Yeah, I was using these scissors to open this bacon and that triggered me to remember something in my dream last night. I had a little bit more of a... life together. Water. So anyways, I gotta eat all this. We have until April, guys, and maybe I can make all of this coffee last, honestly. Who fucking knows, right? Got some good oatmeal. Some good oatmeal. Let's get this coffee. A little creamer, never hurt nobody. Actually, it did, but we're gonna ignore that. Oh yeah, DreamCast. Many moons ago, many years ago, I wanted to start a podcast before Suicide Logs came into fruition. I wanted to make a podcast called DreamCast. Yep, it was called DreamCast, and it was basically just me every morning, just like this, and I would talk about my dreams. And maybe just base the podcast off of what the dream was that night. I thought it was a good idea, and I think I said it on the Flow Show, which is one of our original podcasts. I think it was the original podcast we had. And Tim goes, that is the dumbest idea I have ever fucking heard in my life. And so that discouraged me from ever doing DreamCast. But here I am kind of still doing it. So I think about that from time to time. I have no animosity towards my friend Tim for shutting down my DreamCast. But I don't know what's dumber, Suicide Logs or DreamCast. I mean, obviously Suicide Logs is taken off because I put my fucking heart and soul into this. But DreamCast is still something that I really was interested in and thought, was a cool idea, and I never gave it a shot. What do you guys think of DreamCast? Whoever's listening to this, what do you think DreamCast is a fucking dud, or you think it's a stud? Because I thought it was a fucking stud. Fucking bitch ass friend had to. You have a closet full of shoes, dude, and they're all in fucking shoe boxes. All right, fuck you. My friend was showing me his shoe collection, dude. He's got a whole fucking big ass room full of. There's got to be at least 300 shoes there. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm far away from the mic. He's got to have at least 300 fucking shoes in this room, dude. And he was showing me his SB Blazers, and he doesn't even like skateboarding. So what are you doing? What are you doing spending money on fucking skateboarders. You don't support skateboarding at all. What are you really doing? What are you trying to accomplish? I gotta wash my hands. There we go. Bacon is in the pan. Coffee is in the mug. That first sip, nothing like that first sip feeling. Here we go. Good job, Coney. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful struggle. Had a buddy who had another buddy who started a clothing company called Beautiful Struggle. This is very rare underground Bay Area shit. Yeah, it was called Beautiful Struggle. I think it went out of business. But no hate, everybody goes out of business. And it was just Beautiful Struggle, but all of the U's in Beautiful and Struggle were replaced with V's. And the logo was an anchor, I think, an anchor and like two swords. Remember the website? The guy had a whole page written out about like how this is his passion and how the anchors and the swords mean so much in his life. But yeah, I had that sticker on one of my cars for a while, but then I got rid of it. Missed that sticker. I miss that brand, you know? I miss that that company. I would have for sure still rocked it to this day. I'm about to text my buddy right now. Beautiful Struggle. Let's see here. Beautiful Struggle. Let's see if I could get an anchor emoji. I'll just send it in invisible ink. That'll be a... We're all right. Still got some time here, huh? Oatmeal's good. Check up on this bacon. Yeah, I was watching We Are What We Eat or whatever on Netflix. And I don't know what the hell they were saying in that show. All I heard was, this isn't medical advice. You still have to consult a doctor before trying. That's all I needed to hear. So I'm out here cooking bacon. Who gives a shit? This bacon could cook a little bit longer. Let's flip it. Let's flip it. Yeah, look at that. Some good bacon right there, boy. There's some good bacon right there, boy. Yeah. Gee, I wish I remember my dream. It's like, I feel like, oh, maybe it'll come back to me, but I feel like the more as your day goes, the more you forget about your dreams. And I feel it slipping away from me. I know the losing my hair one was like a more recent, because you have dreams throughout the night. At least I do. Sometimes you'll have a dream that seems like it's like a whole hour long and you're deeply invested into it. But most of my dreams come in like little pieces, and they come in like right before I wake up. You know? The dream hits when I'm hitting them REM hours, the last 2 hours of sleep for me or something like that. Here's something interesting that nobody gives a fuck about. I downloaded Call of Duty, but I'm poor. And I downloaded just a free Battle Royale again so I could play that. I can't play like multiplayer, the zombies. I haven't played Modern Warfare 3 at all, nor do I have any friends who have it except for one guy. I don't even know if he still plays it. But I was playing Warzone. I was going fucking hammer on them bitches, you know? I got like 3 kills one game, I think. I got a gulag kill, and I got like 2 kills in the regular Warzone. And I've been trying to play Apex Legends lately. And I was doing a little better at Apex. I got like 2 kills. That's a lot for me. I've still never won a game of Apex Legends. And so maybe this year I'll finally get an Apex Legends dub. And I also played Grand Theft Auto 5, of course. And it's snowing. They made it snow in the game world, and they had like a bunch of activities going on and stuff. And yesterday, the 3rd, today's the 4th. Yesterday they had a Yeti hunt. You could hunt a Yeti, and yesterday was the last day to do it. And so I said, I'm doing this. So I spent like maybe an hour of my life trying to get the Yeti and find these clues or whatever in the woods. I YouTubed it. I'll be honest. I YouTubed like the general area of where to go. That's what I did. I YouTubed the general area. But after that, I figured it out. And then I found some guy who's trying to hunt for the Yeti as well. And we teamed up. And we got him, dude. We got the Yeti. I got $100,000 out of it. Grand Theft Auto money. And I got the Yeti costume, dude. So now I'm just walking around GTA dressed as the fucking Yeti. Dressed as the fucking Sasquatch. And it's great. I love it. That was fun. It was probably that concludes the video game conversation of the day. I covered 3 games that I'm playing. There's actually a 4th game that I'm playing, but I don't want to, we'll save that for the next episode. Don't want to give these people too much information. Don't want to give them everything right off the gate. You got to keep them guessing. What other video games I'm playing. So that's what's going on in my life. I'm playing video games now. I'm skateboarding. I'm almost 30 and I'm balding. My knee hurts. What else? I'm dreaming. I'm having dreams. Let's talk about my mental health. Let's do that. I think I'm doing all right. I think I'm doing okay. And that may not be the best source of entertainment for you guys or drama or whatever, but I'm keeping it cool, man. I'm keeping it cool. I'm not stressed out. I wouldn't really say I'm bored. There's a couple of things going on, like family-wise, but I'm trying to keep that together as well. Yeah, I don't really feel the nerve to get on here and cry wolf or talk about, I'm not feeling good and reaching out for help or anything. First of all, I don't think anybody who listens to me is going to really reach out for help. They might send a text message or something. Hey, heard your show. But I'm at the point where nobody's hitting me up like, hey, heard your show. Glad you're doing well. It's not I might be a little bit bored from time to time. I'll say that I might be a little bored from time to time. But I don't really think that's so bad. It could be better. I could be dying. Well, we are all dying. I tried to come up with some like deep philosopher quote yesterday. This is yesterday. I remember I was thinking like nobody deserves to die, but everybody's got it coming for them, or something along those lines. I thought I was being fucking think deep. I thought I was being big brain, thinking, what if I said something like nobody deserves to die, but everybody earned it, or something. I don't fucking know. I think it sounds ridiculous now that it's a day later. Maybe I'm being a Tim about it, thinking, DreamCast is a dumb fucking idea. But maybe there's somebody listening to this like, bro, that's so fucking deep. You really do only, depending on your morals, bro. I don't know why I'm sounding Mexican. Sometimes, when you want to sound like a fucking dumb following idiot, the first accent that comes to your mind is a Mexican accent. Oh, yeah, dude. That's so true. That's so deep. Depending on your morals, bro, like, nobody deserves to die, but everybody earned it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so simple, but, like, when you really break it down and think about it mathematically, there's a lot to it, dude. It's like beautiful struggle. Sometimes I feel a little lonely. It gets lonely at the top up here. I don't have as many friends to talk to on the phone. And I don't know if that's my fault or if that's just how people are. Everybody's busy and stuff. I remember I tried calling a friend once and he only had like 3 minutes for me. And I just started, talking to him about how I am talking to you guys about stuff and ideas and things. And then within 30 seconds of me rambling, he says, all right, man, well, I gotta go, and just hangs up. And so, yeah. This bacon's all right. It needs like salt or something. What is this? Not Maplewood smoked. All right. As I started chewing more, it got a little better. Too much water in my oatmeal. But yeah, I can't complain, dude. I've got coffee, I've got water, I've got oatmeal, I've got bacon right in front of me. Here's something that kept me up a little bit last night. I think I was watching a video about like sex dolls and shit like that. I think there was a clip of Joe Rogan talking to some Asian lady about sex dolls or something. And I didn't watch it all. I put it up maybe for like 30 seconds. And then the woman was talking, so I only had about 30 seconds into me before I got distracted and wanted to engage in something more meaningful. And so it got me thinking about, and I feel like I already said it, reiterated a different version of this the other podcast. But first of all, I'm going to be having a sex doll. Don't even care if I'm fucking married or not or whatever, and whatever my future looks like. I'm getting a sex doll. I'm not ashamed. It's going to be in my closet, just like how my friend Tim has 300 shoes in a room. I'm going to have a room. Okay, you know what it's like, dude? I have a fucking dummy doll in my garage that I beat the fucking shit out of. It's like, you ever see those punching bags that are shaped like humans? So if I've got a human punching bag that I could beat the shit out of, why can't I have a fucking, a human fuck bag that I fuck the shit out of, I'll fucking display it, bro. I'll fucking display it in front of my house on Halloween to scare the shit out of people. And, I'm not gonna have no shame in having a sex doll. Everybody talking about this post-nut clarity gonna be wild. No, it's not. I'll spend $3,000 on a sex doll. Can it 69? Does it squirt? I'll fucking do it. I don't give a shit. But that being said, I'm having my doubts about these sex dolls. I don't know if they're really gonna come out. You know? You got motherfuckers in sandals on the other side of the planet still. Talking about AI, bruh. We don't even have real intelligence. You know what I mean? We don't even really have real intelligence. How many people are working on these big things, dude? Like 20? My girl's been talking about the lizard people a lot, you know? I don't look too much into it, but she has this theory about the super higher ups, the really higher up people are just fucking lizard people or whatever, and we're just all test dummies. We're just all one big experiment. And that's likely. That's likely, but what do you want from me? What do you like? I'm enjoying my whatever experiment this is. If you're studying suicide logs and you're fucking studying the life of Marconi, things are all right. I don't know how much sacrifice and labor is put into my life, you know? Because I'll be honest, and I've said this in a bigger scale, like this country. I think it was Matthias, a comedian. I had him on here, and I was like, do you think if the whole country acted like America, that wouldn't be good for this country or for the world? I think if this whole, in a smaller scale, I think if this whole country acted like me, I don't think it'd be good. I don't. And that's one of my goals, maybe for my morale or feeling of self-worth. I think if I lower my consumerism or my intake, I'd feel better. I think that's just how my conscience is programmed. You know, like I have water, I have oatmeal, I have bacon, and I have coffee in front of me. How much sacrifice was made for this one guy here? You know? And I think it's like garbage day, and I'm about to walk around these neighborhoods today. I'm going to take my walk while I listen to my favorite podcast, the Camacho Cast. I'm going to just look at everybody's garbage, you know? Not in it, like dumpster diving. No shame in that either. You ever just look at people and like how much we consume? Bro, Christmas time, I was looking at some family members. I get hella gifts and shit. I was like, look at how much you're contributing to garbage. You ever fucking think about that? Because I do. I do. I'm glad this year I didn't really get much clothing. Except for my beanies. I love my beanies. Sorry, I'm eating. I need to wake up earlier. I need to wake up like an hour before I start eating. Really take my time to do this podcast. And then once it gets time for me to eat, I can eat and shut the fuck up. I'll eat faster. I've got one strip of bacon left.
My oatmeal is cold. I probably would have been done with the oatmeal, but I just put too much water. You know, so I might waste this oatmeal. I might not finish all this oatmeal. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't fucking matter. You know? Because this is just breakfast. I'm drinking out of a water bottle, too, by the way. And, I just think, like, this is just breakfast. You know, I'm going to drive soon. That's gas. You know, that carbon footprint. I'm going to eat more. I might consume more water bottles. You know, how long can we keep going? How long can we sustain this lifestyle? I think that's a big question that COVID should have taught us. How much more can we keep going like this? And so far, we've teetered a little bit between 2020 and 2021. Things got a little bit better. But, I don't know, man. It's 2024, and something just doesn't seem right. And I hate to be eerie about it, or hate to be like, you know. I think I could be completely wrong, you know. These are just vibes. But it's just weird, man. It's just weird. I don't look at, and regardless of what's happened, because I know some bad things have happened and stuff, just personally for me, hasn't really affected me, and I feel pretty good. You ever just sometimes think like, wow, I'm in the future, you know? I think that. Like, wow, I'm in the future, and the sex dolls haven't even came in yet. We've got much more future to go. It's like, what's going to happen when I'm 40? It's right around the corner. 10 more years. 11, technically. I'm still 29. You know, I talked to my parents about this kind of shit, like maybe a year ago. And my mom's like, yeah, you guys are weird. When I was your age, we didn't think about, like, the future like that. We were just focused on the now. No. Sometimes I feel like focusing on the now is good for your mental. How's my mental health improved since I got about the bed? You know what motivated me to get out of bed today? I was looking at Instagram stories. First of all, you shouldn't be looking at your phone before you get out of your bed. I've been trying to break that habit for 5 years. I'm still doing it. But, I was watching a story and my friend put a picture. I don't know where he's at, Puerto Rico, somewhere sunny with palm trees. And the song was Soulja Boy's Hop Up Out the Bed. And that made me feel good. It made me feel like, let's fucking get out this bed. I'm getting money. Oh. It's the worst Soulja Boy cover ever. Hop up out the bed, turn my swag on, take a look in the mirror, say what's up. Yeah, get money on. I turn my swag on. Let's finish this bacon, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Knee kind of hurts. But that's all right. It's all right because I love the way you lie. It's a little bit of a dead air podcast. I apologize. But it could be worse. I could be out here spewing hate speech. But I'm just trying to keep it positive. Tell people, Let's focus on the now. Let's not worry about the future. Let's let the lizard people sort that one out, huh? Let's let the lizard people sort it out, and it'll be all right. Do I need another jacket? It's gonna be cold for this walk. I really want to be skateboarding, but I don't think I should be doing that right now. And where the fuck is my jacket? Hold on. Aha, there we go. Let's turn this air off. All right, animals, I'll see you guys later. Brush my teeth. Fuck up out of here. Did we do enough time today? Huh? 53 minutes enough for you fucking nincompoops, or I gotta take you guys on a drive as well? Huh? Let's take this out. Let's take another swig of some coffee. Do that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Two jackets is a good idea. I gotta go, go, go. Fuck you. I'm gonna start just screaming out, fuck you, every morning. The moment I wake up, fuck you. It's the first words out of my mouth. Fuck you. I wonder if my car is fucking frozen over. That's a possibility, huh? People from the fucking East Coast think they have it so bad because they have snow. Have you ever had a frozen California? Have you ever tried to get in your car after it's been outside all night and it's 63 degrees? And it was 63 degrees inside. So God only knows how cold it really was outside. It was probably fucking 58 degrees outside. Freezing. That's below zero out here. And you ever have to get a fucking credit card and you have to, you gotta fucking shimmy your shit, get some fucking vitamins in me. Because all I had was oatmeal and bacon. Let's get some fucking B's in me, huh? Let's look at some vitamins in here. That's vitamin E. That's thiamine, vitamin B1. That's riboflavin. That's niacin. That's that shit you need. If you're not a crackhead, you need some niacin in you. You need some fucking niacin, bruh. All right. Oh, yeah. I had something here. Yeah, I want that. The car is not as frozen as you'd think. But it's, not going to need a credit card today, I guess. It's been a while, actually, since I've had to do that. I remember I used to keep a credit card that didn't work in one of my cars. The car that had the beautiful struggle sticker. Oh, look.
You have 6 months to figure this out and write about it. Because nobody else has that sort of budget.
We're going to end the podcast with this God radio.
Garbage like the 1619 project and tout it as God's own truth. They ruin their capability for what they do well, in my opinion. That's too bad. But what they did well in this case is a many months-long investigation into groundwater. And groundwater use in the United States. We have, Great Lakes worth of water under the ground in the U.S. It's one of the reasons we're one of the agricultural capitals of the world. Well, the bad news is we've been sucking it dry much faster than it can replenish itself, because it's replenished through rainwater just soaking slowly through the dirt, mostly. And they're reporting on various regions around the country, and we are in a very serious situation groundwater-wise. And they give a bunch of examples of corn yields are way down in Kansas because they can't pump as much water out of the ground. You've got collapsing areas in, where are they talking about the sinkholes and stuff? In Norfolk, Virginia, officials are pumping treated wastewater into underground rock layers to replenish them because they're dry. In Long Island, depletion of aquifers has allowed salt water to seep in, threaten the groundwater that remains. We're pumping it out way too fast. Not good.
Well,
Not good.
I would assume, having lived on a farm and pumped lots of water myself to grow various things, that people aren't pumping the water out just for shiggles. They're doing it because they're growing a crop, and they wouldn't be growing a crop if they couldn't sell it or make a profit from it. So we're going to kind of cut back on the amount of wheat and corn that we eat, or...
Right.
It's going to be a very, very interesting adjustment. I need to read the whole thing and dig into it a little bit. I'm not sure what the timeline is exactly, that it might reach a crisis level. But yeah, you can picture 340 million people, not all of whom pump groundwater, because it's not necessary in a lot of places, but pumping groundwater for, 100 years or so, post-industrial revolution. At some point, we might pump faster than it can replenish. Then we're going to have to do something serious about it.
Right.
I mean, a significant adjustment in agriculture, irrigation of all sorts.
Wow, that'd be a hell of an adjustment.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely. And we feed ourselves in huge swaths of the world.
Well, when I was doing it on our 20 acres, and the amount of water you're running is just
20
insane.
acres.
I mean,
Big flex,
people
man.
in town cannot wash their
Must
car
be nice.
for the next 1,000 years. It ain't gonna add up to like one night of me watering the entire farm. But that was for grass, for hay to feed animals, which are, meat. So both the meat and the bread and corn and everything like that, it would have a huge impact.
Yeah. There's more to this. A couple of caveats I want to hit that I think are important after a quick word from our friends at Upside.com. Inflation is high, we know. Maybe you're driving an extra mile for lower gas prices, grocery shopping on sale days, because saving money is important. That's why we want to tell you about our new favorite way to save, Upside.
Yeah, it's quite an app for gas, groceries, dining out. To get started, just download the free Upside app and use the promo code
What a
Armstrong,
fucking
and you'll get
idiot,
25
bro.
cents or more
Download.
for every gallon on your first tank of gas.
Get it right,
And
dude.
next,
It's what you
claim
fucking
an
do
offer
for a
from
living.
wherever
It's all
you're
right for me
buying
to
on
fuck.
Upside.
It's all right for me to fuck up because I'm not getting paid for this. But you're on the radio. You can't even say fucking download, bro. Oh, we got a big problem. Maybe you need more water. Huh? You didn't get enough education to go with them 20 acres? Basically, what he's trying to say is that we're a waste of fucking space.
Use the promo code Armstrong to get 25 cents or more back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's the promo code Armstrong, and you want to get that Upside app.
And you know how most kids have the politics of their parents is believed to be true, right?
Sure.
Yeah, traditionally, that's what people said, yes.
Because, like, my kids
Have
just do
some
not care
confidence.
about climate change, and I can't. I mean, they're certainly getting the heaping helpings of it at school. I don't talk about it at home, I don't think. Maybe I do more than I realize.
Yeah, I wonder. My kids are big enough that, I don't know. I'd have to think about it, and that'd be a long tangent since I have 3 kids. But the powers that be are trying as hard as they can to separate the kids from the parents ideologically.
Because they're worried the parents are telling them the wrong thing.
I've got some great examples of that coming up later. It's troubling, but it's great. Anyway, back to the groundwater thing. You do have to take a lot of the stuff with a grain of salt because environmental activists.
This guy
in
needs his
general
fucking coffee today,
tend
huh?
to be way too enthusiastic about exaggerating to better make their point. And so I'm taking my fresh water with a grain of salt here. But they're talking about how pumping technology has improved, and so communities can draw water out of the earth much more quickly than in the past. Even if they wanted to, they couldn't. Some wells can pump more than 100,000 gallons a day.
How much
water
water is it going to take to make a fucking sex doll, huh? How about that?
Farms help feed other countries where the economy and populations have been growing faster. And declines in rainfall, declines in rivers, etc., the faster evaporation of the rain that does fall as the climate gets a little bit warmer is all combining. So just wanted to put it on your radar screen. It's certainly possible this is going to be a big issue. And it's not nearly as fuzzy as the climate change thing in general, because there aren't wildly, fanciful, exaggerated, or just inaccurate claims about, temperatures and emissions and what we can do to stop it. And, because some of the gestures that states and counties and cities make are idiotic. They're utterly useless. They're merely virtue signaling. On the other hand, we're pumping water way faster than it can be replenished is pretty easy to understand.
I'd say Armstrong and Getty.
The reality is this is fabulous.
I thank you.
That's enough of that.
This is all crazy. It's just the way it is. But damn it, we weren't allowed to ask about the big guy.
This is the United States of America, for God's sake.
Let's not play games with it.
For God's sake. You think this country was built up mainly on confidence? Fake it till you make it. It's kind of like the debt that we're in. We owe so much people so much money. We owe so much people so much money. And how long is it gonna be until motherfuckers get fed up with us not really paying them back? I think about that. Worst case scenario, Japan or China, whoever's in charge of making these fucking sex dolls, is gonna be like, you owe us way too much money. We're not making these sex dolls. An American-made sex doll, dude, that's going to be $45,000. It's going to be more expensive than a fucking car, dude. I don't like that. I'm going to be right back. That might be the podcast. And we'll see you guys next time. You guys take it easy. Try to work on yourself. Try to be a better person. And yeah, bye.